Welcome back, dear students. Today we are going to solve the exercise number 13 in the Python programming of second PUC Computer Science Lab. The program number 13 is as follows. We are supposed to write a program to add and display elements from a stack using list. This is the sample program that is given by the PU board, and this happens to be a lengthier one. We are going to write a short program which contains less number of lines. So let us go ahead and let's start solving the problem. Before we venture into writing the program, let us quickly recall what is a stack. Now, whenever we think of stack, we can think of stack of clothes, wherein one cloth is kept on top of the other. You notice that the last one that is kept on the top is the first one to be removed. In the same way, we can think of a stack of plates, and here also you will notice that the last one is the last one to be used, that is the last one that is kept on the top is the first one to be removed. In the same way, you can have a stack of book, the last book that is kept is the first one to be removed. In terms of the data structure, how does this works? There are two operations that we generally perform on the data structure. One is this push operation, other one is the pop operation. Push operation will push a new element on the top of the stack. That means to say that it helps us to place the new element on the top of the stack. Exactly opposite to the push, we have the pop operation, which is going to remove the last element which is there at the top of the stack from the stack. In order for us to push or pop the element, we have to know which is the topmost element in the stack, and generally it is represented by a variable called as top. So three things you must know about the stack. Let us go ahead and let us start writing the program. I will be using VS Code for writing it. Definitely I will execute the same program in the IDLE just to show you how it can be done. If you are new to VS Code, the first thing that you need to know about the VS Code is you are going to place your code at a particular location. This is generally called as a directory. So what I have done is I have kept I'm going to keep all my programs in the D drive under a folder called as second PUC. So this everything will come over here. The first thing that you will ever do is you will have to go to the file and you say open the folder and you select the folder. So I'm going to select the second PUC folder in my D drive, and I'm going to just say select this folder. Then I'm already there in this folder, but just to tell you that I've selected this folder. After that, just keep your mouse pointer on here the second PUC, and you will see this new file. You can do it from here, or you can click on file and then say new file. It is one and the same. You can type it from here, or the easiest way, after some practice you will come to know that this is the easiest one. So I'm going to just keep the simple one by clicking on this new file, and I'm going to say this is a13.py, and I'm going to just press enter. That's it. It's going to create the file for me, and then I'm going to write the stack. And they said that we are supposed to create a list here, so stack using the list. So let me create a stack using the list. If you look at the sample program that is given by the Pubo, they have used a lengthier name for the variable like stack they have used. So instead of writing very lengthy name during the examination, you can shorten this by writing just one letter. So I will be using one letter. This will reduce the time in writing this one, because you have to write four letters over here. Apart from the yes, you have to write additional letters. So you can quickly write your program, as well as it will be a helpful thing when you are writing or when you are typing this code. Suppose if they have asked you to execute this code, then it will be an easiest way. So you can quickly type the program and then execute it. So let's go ahead and let's do that thing. So I'm going to say, let me say stack yes, is an empty list. So that is it. Then I'm going to use a printf statement, the print statement which is already there, that is given by here. And I'm going to say initially this is the same thing that I'm going to write, because I don't want to make any changes to the code that is been written over there. So let me just zoom in for you. So I will just say, just remove this one also, so that you can easily see. So I'm going to say initially stack is empty. So this is what you're going to say, and I'm going to just show the stack. My stack is yes, so I'm going to just show the stack as yes there. Then we are supposed to insert three elements into the stack. So here they have used the append here to, directly they have done that thing. So I can reduce it by saying using a for loop. So for each item I in the x comma y comma z, so for each item x y z, okay, I can say stack dot append. So yes is my stack. Okay, so I'm going to say append the I value. So if you have not understood what is this is going to do, this is a very simple thing. We have this xyz which we are supposed to insert as given over here. We are manually inserting xyz over here, but instead of that I am taking the xyz as a single word over here, and for every for loop I take one value from here, that is x from here, and I append it. Next time I'm going to take y from here and I'm going to append it. Next time I'm going to take z from here and I'm going to append it. So three things I'm going to do one after the other. I can easily append the value. After that, as usual, this is over here. If you notice over here, you are supposed to write three lines over here. Then they have the same thing after pushing an element into the thing. I'm going to use the same thing because that let that word be same. So I'm going to say, okay, after uh, pushing, okay, let's say pushing, the stack will be yes. So this is my stack. So this is the stack. Then I'm going to use slash n. I don't want to write one more printf statement. Then I'm going to say after popping, okay, so I'm reducing. So this is going to be the one. So what is this that I've done? I've combined this after pushing this printf statement with this printf statement. One after the other, I've done that thing. So let's pop that element. So I'm going to then use the while loop over here. So while, and yes is my stack, and I'm going to say while every element in the stack, I'm going to print the stack dot pop. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so done. And then I'm going to say print, okay, and I'm going to say same thing. The stack is empty here, so I'm going to say stack is okay. Then I'm going to just use the yes over here. So this is a simple version that I'm going to use it here. So let us run this code and let us see how this is going to work. So I'm going to just bring it back to the normal state, and I'm going to just run this one. Okay. So you notice, let me just save it first. Control S to save. If you are not familiar with the option, the keyboard shortcut in this case is Control S, which is common for almost everything. So just save it, Control S, and then you can just execute from here. And this is the output that you are going to get. After initially the stack is empty, the same output that you are going to get over here. Initially the stack is empty. After pushing the values x, y, z, okay, after popping x, y, z, the stack is empty. Now suppose if you are using the ideally, then same option, you are going to write the same program. You go to the file and then say new file. Okay, and assume that I have typed it, because it is going to take a long time for me to again type the whole thing. So I'm going to just say Control C from here, and then I'm going to just copy it to this place. Just assume that I've typed this one. Let me just save this file, and I'm going to say file save, Control S. You notice the keyboard shortcut, Control S. I will go to my D drive, and I will go to the second PUC, and I will give one different name because I've already saved this. I'm going to just say 13A. Just give any new name you can give it. Just give a new name. That's it. And then you say run this code, save it, and just run this code. And the same thing you are going to get it. So after initially the stack is empty, then after pushing this one, after popping this element, and the stack is empty. So this is what you are going to get. Thank you for your interest. We will meet again in the other exercise. Thank you.